What we are aware of is a complex of vibrations. And we have been conditioned to call them graduatingly good, bad, pleasant, painful. Whereas, as a matter of fact, they are nothing but vibrations. So you don't know that a sound is loud unless you know soft sounds. Or you don't know that it's soft unless you know loud. It is that comparison which gives us the feeling of the spectrum as being varied. Otherwise we wouldn't know. For example, when you watch television, you are actually seeing a single moving point moving over the screen. But it goes so fast that you see it in all these different places having different values of light. But let us supposing there was someone whose retina was not retentive in this way. He would look at the screen and see the moving point of light and say to human beings, I don't see what you see in this. Now, can we, therefore, get back not only to the situation where we see that the ego is a mere construct, but also where we see that all the values we put on the vibrations are arbitrary, and that we get to a position where we see the vibrations simply as the vibrations. And we would say then, well, surely all this is nonsense, which is correct. The universe, is a kind of ba-doo-dee-da, 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 going on in this fantastic way. This is why music can be used as a meditative technique. Because a lot of music is nonsense. It doesn't mean anything. But it can be very interesting. So can you get back again to recollecting from childhood your pleasure in events that from your present point of view you would call entirely meaningless? That you could listen to a sound like...
What's up, everybody? Back with another video, and I'm on the YouTube app, so... What's good, Fake Mike Real News? I don't know who's still subscribed to this channel over here, but shout out to you. You can share the video, because I am suspended on 4 channels, and I've only been using one, so I go to use another one, it's suspended. What's good, Kachi? It's suspended. I went to go use another channel. Hold on, guys. I literally had to dig through the crate of channels just to even find this channel. Like, I had to go search myself. Ain't that crazy? I had to go search myself, I had to go look for my own fucking channels. Believe that? But anyways, my main channel got banned from the last live stream I did. And like I said, I just can't talk about COVID-19 at all. Medical misinformation. All right. I can't talk about it at all. And I didn't really, I didn't really give any information. I just dropped what is true and was out there, like literally, I literally I'm like, what? And that was a live stream that got banned. So, and then the next channel was banned for medical misinformation. Okay. And then I went to another channel. It was banned, right? I could upload videos, but they said I can't live stream. I've never seen people have these type of bans that I have. Like, I don't have this channel does not have any strikes or violations. I just can't go live. It has nothing to do with subscriber count, nothing. It's just I can't go live. It says due to repeated violations, and I look on the channel, there's no violations at all. It's none. You cannot live stream at this time. This is YouTube. This is YouTube. Like, I can't believe it. And then I go to the fourth channel. It says, because I didn't accept the strike, and that strike was for, again, dangerous conspiracy theories. I'm like, wait, another one. That's 2 I've gotten. You know? Yeah, the communist, exactly. That's the video. That's the live stream. You know? They all came true, right? Exactly, Kachi. Exactly. You know? And this is what people don't realize. This is why I'm pretty much done with YouTube. Like, I'm focused on other things. But I'm going to come on here and talk and stuff. And the stuff that I do, meaning I'm done with the truthing shit. Like I said, truthing is dead. And it's no point in it, you know? Because nobody's, I mean, what is there to accomplish? You know? What is there to accomplish? Hats off to people in the UK and them other countries. You got the climate activists out there blocking traffic, and people had this is going to come over here because they can't push it over there, right? They can't push it over there because people had enough of that shit. What's good, Angel Z? They've had enough of that crap over there. They had enough, meaning enough, right? Meaning enough with an emphasis on that shit. They are removing these people physically out of the road, all the pedestrians. And I like that kind of herd mentality. When they seen when one pedestrian got out, other pedestrians got out, and more got out, and moved these people the fuck out of the fucking way. Drag them to the side of the road, drag their little signs to the side of the road. This is the shit that's meaningful. Not coming on here, you know, talking shit all day. I mean, yeah, it's all glitz and glamour, but them days are over, man. The window of waking people up for any kind of anything is done. It's over. You know, it's just completely done. You know? It is. And then there was another video, a guy in a truck got out. He dragged these people out of the fucking way. And that's what I like. And I can't wait till that climate shit comes over here. Can't wait. We'll enjoy every minute of it to see what the Americans do. And they'll probably do nothing. They'll probably just, you know, but we'll see. And I think they're afraid, you know, they know that people had enough of their agendas and their tactics, you know. No, I didn't give up hope. I just gave up this faction of this journey, you know, because it's pointless. And you know, what is there to do, you know? Meaning I'm just giving up, you know, coming on, talking about this, talking about that, you know, making videos about this and about that. You know, I'll still come on and talk about things going on, but like shit that I want to share is shit that'll help people out in their life, daily life, you know. We know the whole system's corrupt. We know the news, TV, music, movies, all feeds us bullshit. We know sports are rigged. We know all these different things, right? We know all this shit. But we're beating a dead horse, and I would never beat a horse, let alone a dead one. But we're beating a dead horse every day. It's simply talking into a fucking well with no water in it, you know? Point blank period. That's what it is, you know? Simple and plain and simple. And it's like, you know what? What's the point of doing that, you know? And the mission to me is more of bettering yourself, bettering the little positions we got left in life, you know? So, and another thing is, man, I rag on dumb fucking people, and there are some stupid fucking people, but, you know, it's like we that woke up kind of got into a religion where we just want to ban it. You know, it's just like, this energy is just the same shit. When you step back and you look at it, it's just the same fucking energy, you know, everywhere, right, which way you turn. Same energy, you know, just in a different channel of energy, right? You know, you wake up, you have all these different factions of waking up. Then this person don't fuck with that people. This people don't fuck with these people. And it's just more division, you know, created more pockets of division through channels of spiritual awakening, which when people get caught in a channel, it kind of hinders their growth in other aspects because they embrace a new religion. Whatever that new thing they found, they embrace it. You know, what's good, King Charles? They embrace that shit, you know, and then get locked in. And then when something new comes, they're like, it's really not what I've been rocking out with for, you know, since I woke up. And you know, like, I can't, you know. And this is why my channel has never been locked inside of one understanding. It's been a multitude of many different things, you know. Yeah, I'll talk shit about this and that and about this, but I've never been tied to any fucking thing. And I've never disbanded anything. Like, even I rock out with everybody, you know. And then I get persecuted for that too, you know, in my everyday real life and on the internet, you know, because this is an ability that we're supposed to have and that many people don't have, because that's a psychological aspect of the human mind. And people's unfortunately been blocked. Mine hasn't been blocked, you know. It was never blocked. Even as a kid, I got along with everybody. You know, people are like, oh, how do you like that person? I'm like, what? They never did anything to me. We get along great. Yeah, man, fuck that person. Or I don't like that person. Even at jobs, even when I'm working, you know, I get along with the person that nobody gets along with. I get along. There'd be a racist motherfucker I would get along with. They would like me for some fucking reason, you know. I've always gotten along with people. You know, whether a black racist or a white racist or a Spanish racist or another culture racist, you know, I've always got along with that person, you know. It's just ability that I've got. Not everyone got. Hey, what's up, Miss Blink? Good to see you. Good to see all you guys. Again, I told you I'm suspended on 5 fucking channels. Didn't even know it. Didn't even know it till I went to them. I'm like, damn. And if you don't accept the suspensions, right? If you don't accept the suspension, they don't start. Like, I got a strike over a year ago on one channel. I'm like, what? You've been terminated and you can't upload or live stream for 1 week. I'm like, I ain't touched the fucking channel in a year. So it's just, you know, the communist world we're living in and the internet, all right, which, put my phone over here, hold on. Which the internet, right, is a communist tool. If we can't fucking see that, we gotta be completely blind if we can't see that it's a communist tool, right? And I don't have a phone holder, guys, sorry. I mean, I do, but not for this device. I didn't even think I was going to be able to go live. So, unfortunately, I'm on this shit, you know. So, this blew my train of thought. But yeah, so, like I said, I got medical misinformation strike, dangerous conspiracy theory strike, no strikes on one channel, but I can't live stream due to multiple repeated violations, but the channel has no violations. So it's pretty wild, man. But I don't care. I'm not shocked. Don't really give 2 flying hells. It's just solidifying the energy that I got into me. Like, why bother, you know? I'll fucking upload a video of me making some fucking herbs or some shit, you know, shit that I love to do, you know, things of that nature. If I'm doing some legal shit, share it with y'all, show y'all what I'm doing and what I find, and about, you know, code, statutes, policies, shit like that maybe it'll help y'all out in life, you know, shit that I know do more help, you know, make a video about spiritual fitness, you know, shit like that. More positive shit, you know. And it goes back to what I was saying about how, you know, there's so many different channels of things, and then we're just getting caught up in another bondage, right? When our energy is supposed to be floating freely. And this is how they got the other side, you know, the liberals, you know, the political people, same way. They created other factions in their realms, right, of what their interests are and likes and dislikes, and targeted them to be involved in a bonded, closed off ideology of thinking. And we think we're immune to it and we're awake. No, we're fucking not. Because if we could cast away the next human spirit, right, just because they believe in something, then we're no better than them motherfuckers. Point blank, period. You know? And yeah, I call people stupid all the time, but, you know, and there is dumb fucking people there. And I do believe Americans are the dumbest fucking, dumbest, ignorant, most non-caring spirits on the fucking planet. You know, that's just my opinion. But would I go to one of those people that I believe that are like that and say that? No, I would never do that. I would actually have a conversation with them, or try to, and see where it goes from there, you know? And one thing that we have done and other people done, they just say, fuck that motherfucker, you know? And then when you see people react like that to a regular, you know, what we call a regular person that is, you know, the unkind, uncaring masses, that, you know, we say that, you know, we'll quickly go 0 to 100 on them real quick. Oh, you stupid motherfucker. And you know what? That's the wrong way of doing shit. You know, that's the wrong way of doing things. Seriously. It is the wrong way of doing things. So, on that note, by it being the wrong way of doing things, you know, this is what we do. And why do we do it? Because we believe we're awakened and we're beyond that person, and in some senses better than that person, you know. And we got to stop. We got to come back, man. You know, we got to come back to reality. In my opinion, you know, we got to come back to reality and go and base our dealings in our life on a day-to-day spiritual connection relationship, if that's how you want to word it, you know. And that's what I've been doing. Like, you know, it doesn't matter who it is. I love to conversate because that's the spirit I am. And if they don't understand things, try to help them. And if they get angry and upset and don't want to talk, then so be it. Still hit them with love. Don't be like, oh, you stupid motherfucker, that's why you're asleep and you're dumb. We gotta eliminate that out of our existence. Maybe shit'll change. Maybe these people, right, will think like, man. And that's happened to me over the course of many years, because I've always done that. I've never been a person that goes 0 to 100 on somebody. Y'all seen me do it live. You know, where was one protester that was against 100 people protesting, and they were all like, you know, throwing her down and this, and I went over and actually live streamed it and talked to her. And, you know, she shot out all the social media shit. She throw out all the mainstream media things that she learned, calling them terrorists, racists. And I'm like, when I broke it down, she had nothing to say. And then she really felt, you know, opened to talk and more receiving. And I could tell I wanted to give the woman a hug, because she was lacking love in her life. Like love, just human compassion. And this is what's lost in just this, the simplest thing, when it all boils down to this, and me and Laz was talking about this, and Wise, is love. Not the fucking roses and heart love, just human compassion. Is an energy we can't explain, that they put the word love on it. It's that feeling you get when you just, you know, You could just feel it. You know, the reason why they want us wearing a mask, locked away inside, you know, shit like that. You know? So, yeah, you guys seen me do it over the years. And this is why I've been hated on here so much, because if I ain't got I don't create a beef for myself. That's one thing in my life I always knew. Don't fucking burn a bridge. Don't create a fucking enemy. Then you ain't got shit to worry about. And if you have a disagreement, try to patch that shit the fuck up. And if you can't, hey, you did your best. That ain't on you. You know, and that motto has always stuck with me my entire fucking life. You know, and I got better at it over the years with relationships, with dealing with people just in general. You know what? Hey, I tried. At the end of the day, that other receiving energy that didn't receive whatever you were putting out that was positive and true and divine from your own heart, right? From true intention, from a true purpose, that got to sit with them. That can't even possibly sit with you ever. They can't ever come to you with anything negative, because it'll only be showing negative with themselves. And then if they do, you say, you know what? They come negative, say, I mean, I don't know what I did, but I'm just sorry. You keep the same flame you stuck in them burning. Because you could send a flame, you know, you could send a light that is just a real dim light. And they ignite the light by getting angry at you, right? And you just come back at them and give them more fuel for their light. Because your intention was good. The energy that you came at was good. It can never, there's one thing about this energy. It can never come back wrong if you put it out with pure intention within your heart, spirit, mind, and soul. There's no way it can ever come back wrong on you. You know? And when you know that and you can see it happen over and over in your life, man, you talk about life is good. Just with that alone, life is good. You know? So, you know, that's why I'm like, you know, I'm just done with the whole truthing shit. It's dead. It's over. It's a wrap. You know? And the way that we approached it is probably why it is dead. You know, when you sit back and look at it, and ever since I came here, over probably 20,000 videos, all right, that I've never uploaded and that I have uploaded. I've probably made, I mean, they're just on this device alone, I got 15,000 videos. On another device, I've seen 13,000. I probably got well over 100,000 videos, right? This is no exaggeration that I have recorded. Because I look at my device, I say, wow, 20,000 videos, 15,000 videos. You know, I got one phone that I can't even restore it because it doesn't have enough space. So I'm in the process of trying to figure out, and with 2 terabytes of storage in the cloud just to activate the phone, and then I'd be able to use the fucking phone. The phone won't even finish because it's trying to download everything on the fucking phone, and most of its videos, and I can't delete it, let alone I can't go through over 10 years of fucking video. Okay, I ain't got enough time in the day to say, look, do I want to keep this video or delete it? And I like to keep these things like my own life's archives of my journey. You know, well, I want to create a channel where I just upload, you know, old videos that I've never even seen YouTube, you know. But I want to go find the original video I did when I first came, and I was trying, like when I watched it last year, and I went to go upload it, I was suspended, so I gave up. But when I go through and look at all those channels, I'm like, man, I did over 100 channels with the channel page and the name and everything. And to see some grow, gone, still here is simply amazing. And out of those 100, there was probably 10 that are still here, right? It's pretty crazy. But that was the same message that I always had, because I always understood that, you know, we need each other. No matter what the fuck you believe in, we need each other. But people don't see that. I mean, that's how they're existing in their own physical reality off the internet right now. They wouldn't exist if it wasn't for others, you know. If it was not for others, we wouldn't even exist. So I think one of the most detrimental things to the so-called awakening in truth was casting out people, period. You know? And I've done it. Shit, I ain't afraid of it. I've fucking done it. You know, it's all these sleep sheep. I'll still say it. But I would never say that right off directly to somebody's face. You know what I mean? And I probably have before, inadvertently and in an emotional thing, but it's not something that I always or would always do. I mean, I've been out in public massive amounts of time live streaming, and I've never done that. You know, I've actually tried to talk to people, hear what they got to say, and, build with them. And that's where we went wrong. That's where the entire, because we wake like little fuck. We're like spirit. The spiritual awakening is you come back because your spirit is childlike. See, people don't know the spirit realm, right? And the spiritual side of the human life is childlike. It just is. And that's why you could look at, children and see, wow, man, the energy that a child beholds is what humanity should behold. And guess what? The world will be solved overnight, but we're taught otherwise, adult, right? We're taught adult. And if you understood what that word adult means, and then you look at the word adultery, you're like, wait a minute, how the fuck, what does the word adult actually mean? I mean, because you know what adultery means, so wait, adultery, hold on, why do we want to be an adult? That's a fucked up ass word, When you know words and shit, I mean, that's a fucked up word, It truly are. It truly is a fucked up word. So, that's where I believe we went wrong. I went wrong that way, because you just gotta, that's where the gap is. That's why people's like, oh, you crazy fuck, all this and that. Because we think we're better than them because we know things that they can't see, That's far from the case. Because there's people that are smarter than us, but they're asleep. But other aspects of life, they're way smarter than us, So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, how the fuck could somebody be awake, but they can't do a daily task like, fix a fucking tire or a light bulb or shit like that. But yet a person that's asleep may not know the news is rigged, and the news is lying to them. The sports is fucked up, but yet they can build an entire fucking house and, create something that, we might need in our awakened life. So who's smarter? That's a huge trade-off. And this is the problem. This is where it lies, right? And it's a psychological thing that we didn't learn, because who the fuck knew, one day we were going to wake up. That's why I said spiritual awakening and understanding it. We got giddy like a little child and didn't know how to act with no discipline, right? With no direction. We just knew we were awake. We knew shit that other people didn't know. We could see things. We could understand things. We could see things coming. We could see love. We learned how to love again, And like a kid, sometimes you do shit, it's like you just fucking do shit like a little kid, Instead of stopping and saying, you know what? We can't do this to each other. Like, I wasn't even like this when I was asleep. Think about it. When we were asleep, we wasn't this argumentative. What the fuck? How we wake up became a better person, but we became more argumentative. We became more thinking we're better than the next person. We became more thinking I know more than you know. Think about that shit, man. And this is where we went wrong. This is where it's all wrong. This is where the divide is, the gap is, why we don't understand each other. This is where the different frequency is, because we went on a whole different frequency. Well, guess what? We gotta clear the static, turn it on down, and this is what I've been doing. Like the past. And I went on vacation, beautiful fucking vacation. Talking to just regular fucking people in a regular manner, regular way. Just like the most beautiful last live stream was with Wise and Laz, still on Wise's channel, I believe. It was beautiful. And it was just us basically turning it down. Yeah, we were talking spiritual, but what I got out of it was just brother to brother, sister to sister. Just regular old Joe, what Laz likes to do, what Wise likes to do, how he said, this truth and shit takes away from time from his family and friends and just shit, other stuff. And that's true, man. We don't cut people out and turn them off because we know this. And yes, you don't want to attach yourself to stuff that is negative. I'm not talking about negative. You could turn it down to where, you can enjoy life and still be the spiritual being that you are. That's why I've always been that being. Like, I haven't stopped, I've stopped a lot of things, but I'll go enjoy life. I'll do shit. I'll go on vacation. I'll go here. I'll go to comedy clubs. I'll go out and have a good time at night. Shit, you get to see the actual spirit realm, the other side. I'll go to fucking a theme park, shit like that. We know all the bullshit, but at the end of the day, it's some innocence in there. It's the little child in you, that can see, wow, you could see like this, you could see that. But now you can see it with a spiritual understanding and a spiritual eye instead of a sleep eye. And okay, why they did this, why they did this over here, why they did that over here, why they put that over here. I'm not going to partake in that part, but and understand, It's like we live in a world where we know things are wrong, but they're all around us. We don't do the wrong things, the action, So, oh shit, I'm buffering. Oh, I thought it said buffering. Bow hunting skills. Yeah, I mean, we all got things that we can do, but because we are truth and we hid it because we didn't want to be ridiculed. I told you, spiritual awakening is like childhood again. We didn't want to be embarrassed. We didn't want to be ridiculed. We didn't want the bullies to be like, oh, you're not worthy enough because you do this and you do that. No, we got to stop that shit. That shit is dumb, stupid shit. Just like I'm vegan, but I went at the vegan community. Okay. I'm what they call vegan, but I go at the vegan community for the stupid shit. Just like I understand the spiritual awakening, the spiritual shit, Chris, all that shit. But I go at the love and light community for their dumb shit, And then you have, like even the auditing community, there's goods and there's bad. I go at the dumb shit. Like, what the fuck? What kind of stupid shit is that? And, you got other communities and shit, the things that I am, not that I am, but you know what I mean. But like my lifestyle, okay, I eat like what they call vegan, but I ain't got that ideology, I go at the libbies, fuck, we're on the same team. We believe in a lot of the same shit, but y'all caught under some bullshit. So, I go at all those people. Go at them means I try to but again, it's all different pockets of division that is surrounded by design and hits us all. And once we get locked into a box, they know we're going to fight each other. They know we're going to go against each other. I'll read the comments in a minute. I'm just trying to keep on whatever energy I'm going on. So yeah, we got caught, and like I said, we're little children, man. Spiritual awakening is being born again, but you gotta remember, you're a childlike spirit, and we didn't, unbeknownst to us, we didn't realize we were going through a whole birth. That's why I say, I feel like I'm old, old, spiritually old, and that's because spiritually, yeah, we a lot of us grown, but we didn't, but this so-called community of people that have woke up have not grown. Some people are still children. Some people are need disciplinary action, right? Like this is what happened, right? A lot of us woke up. But again, this is like you got to go to spiritual school. You know, you got to be disciplined. You can't be a loose fucking cannon, you know? This is no different than being born in this physical fucking matrix. You can't, you ain't going to be born just do whatever. You know, there's laws, man. There's laws to a free spirit, you know? And this is where a lot of the free spirit people get it wrong too. Like they think they're entitled. There's rules in nature, motherfucker, and the universe. There's shit that follows sequence, right? There's shit that follow order, right? Our whole world is based on a physical structure of, deception, fraud, and then slavery off of orders, right? Contracts, right? Orders. So where do you think they got that shit from? Because they know there's laws of the universe and nature. So they know things follow a certain order. So they figured, wow, we could put humanity in an order because they come from nature and they'll follow that order, right? So no difference in a spiritual awakening. Okay, what the fuck? The spirit done woke up. And that's another thing they try to do is keep your spirit in check. That's why they've created a lot of this shit, to keep your spirit in check. Along with your physical fucking body, because it ain't really no difference. But we just discovered that we are spiritual and physical, So, and this is back to what I said. This is where we went wrong, man. Casting people away because they're dumb as fuck. And I still, I can't run away from that. You remember when you're a kid, you see something, you're like, oh, why did it look like this? Or, oh, look at like, we say the kids say the darndest things. They see a overly fat person, we laugh, giggle, think it's funny, right? That ain't no different from right now where we see a motherfucker run around in a mask. We're like, like what the fuck? Like this person is stupid or whatever. It's like when you were a kid and that person, they're like, can you count to 10? And they were like 6, 3, 1. And you're like, ha ha ha. You laughed and shit and giggled. And, the person got, they felt some kind of way. No different than today, Instead of having the courage, like when you had to stand up in front of the class or to go talk to somebody, you were kind of shy sometimes, the first time you did it. Well, sometimes we might have to walk up. It's kind of weird and awkward to say, hey, excuse me, why do you still wear a mask? And, you might, they're programmed too. So this is some dangerous shit. And they might explode on there. They're like, well, you know what? And you say, oh, well, I don't even know what the fuck to say, honestly. It depends on how the conversation goes. But, it's shit like that. Things like, why do you, okay, I get what you're saying. If somebody walks up to you and talks about politics, like Donald Trump, shit like that. Don't say, oh, he's a fucking Muppet puppet, this, and he's all connected. I've gotten some deep conversation with people about Trump. And then I come with, well, did you ever look at this? And did you ever look at that? Did you ever think about this? And I'm like, I never thought about that. That's kind of interesting. Instead of just, shooting from the fucking hip and shooting everything in sight. That's where we go wrong. And again, where do you start? How do you do it? I don't fucking know. We're in a whole different world right now, But is where we went wrong, is we thought we were better because we woke up. That's the moral of the story. And we ain't no better. Because I know plenty of sleep people that know more than I know. I'm like, fuck, they're asleep, but they know this shit and I don't fucking know. Maybe I should be listening to them on this shit. Don't fucking kill the messenger, get the message. Don't kill the one giving you the knowledge, get the knowledge. So it can improve your life. If there's a sleep person that knows how to fucking fix this problem I got in, like, say you got a car and you're trying to figure it out, but yet, I'm not going to go talk to him because he believes in this. No, fuck that. What are you talking about? We need each other. I'm like, yo, hey, you know how to do this? So, hold on 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Turn this up and see where we're at. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 minute. And then I'm going to read the comments and chop it up with you guys.
What it is that it is shaped so. And why on earth do people challenge disaster the way they do? Doing all sorts of wildly adventurous things. Because obviously that gives a taste, a quality to a vibration that is extremely interesting. Why the craving for speed? So on. And it's only if you look very carefully at a vibration that you can see this point. That's why meditative exercises often involve a repetition process. Om, or saying a phrase, or doing an act like a mudra, over and over and over again. After a while, it becomes meaningless. You could say your own name like the Sufis do, and go on and on and on and on and on, and finally, it doesn't mean anything at all. It's just a noise. But it isn't just a noise, you see. The attitude of saying that something is just a noise or just a wiggle is an adult attitude. No wiggle to the child is just a wiggle. To the child, the elemental thing going on is blah, you know, I mean, it's just fantastic. Now, do you see why this is what mystics call ineffable? That is to say, you can't really talk about it. When I try to explain what I mean by digging a sound, I suddenly realize that I'm not really saying anything. And yet there are states of consciousness in which you can listen to sound and realize that that is the whole point of being alive. Just to go with this particular energy manifestation that is happening right at this moment. To be it. The whole world is the energy playing at doing all this. See, like a kaleidoscope, jazzing. If you're going to do anything in the way of the illusory dance, let's live it up. Let's really do it. And let's not take ourselves so damn seriously that we have to be scrubbed all the time of any kind of ornamentation or frivolity. But you see what all this is dependent on? All this is dependent upon being able to get back to the point where it's dot, 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 dot. Now that's what comes in meditation. You are increasingly in a state of consciousness where the world is babbling.
Oh, it ended. I never heard that before, but it's funny you're talking about children, a child. But anyways, I'm back. So let's see. Shout out to all you guys. Let me see. DN, Angel, Blink, Citizens, Broadcasting, Cooperate Cuts. Shout out to you, King Charles. Fake Mike Real News, if you're still up on here, Kachi, and anybody else. But let me know if y'all can still hear me, guys. Put this phone where I can see it. Trying to put this phone where I can see the damn messages. Anyways, when I saw a medical examiner from England say the same thing about autopsies, I decided to do my own reservation. thank Will for one of my projects. Okay. Yeah, Alan Watts, man. He's I call him one of my master teachers. You know, I found him years and years ago, and actually what led me down the path of, you know, Buddhism and Hinduism, learning the Tao, and you know, things from those realms. Pretty beautiful. And then, you know, understanding that, you know, how you understand how Hinduism and Buddhism is like intertwined with each other. It's pretty dope and beautiful. And then that, you know, then it goes down the line. It goes to the religious books, you know, when you can see all that stuff mixed in there. It's actually pretty beautiful. You know where it came from and got it. Can you teach anybody this shit? You know, that, hey, look, man, this comes... No, you can't. Because, again, there's things in our mind that totally get blocked, you know? So it's a psychological aspect of the mind that they know how to control, man. It's very powerful. You know, that's why there's never been really a truth community, you know? Because a community is what? I mean, look around you. They literally have a matrix community, you know, that they got you in. And you motherfuckers can't look at, okay, that's what a fucking community looks like. Get off the fucking internet window, right? The black fucking mirror. Walk out of your fucking door or look out of your fucking window. Look outside. You see that? That's what a community looks like. Motherfucker, start there. You see how, look at the principles upon what it's built upon. And then go look at the people out there. Like, how the fuck did they get people into a community? Well, obviously they came to agreements and a lot of other things, and structure and order and understandings and other people. And hey, I don't give a this person doesn't like this, but this, hey, we're formed a fucking community. Nope. None of that. Just internet shit. Just, no, it's a community. Ain't no fucking community. So that's where we went wrong. We missed the fucking second word in truth community. You know? We missed the second word in the truth community. Unbelievable. So I'm already outside. That's what's up. Like me, I'm always outside. I'm always in the community. Everywhere I go, I'm always in the fucking community. I ain't never in the fucking box where they want me. Crazy, be in a box. Fuck you, truthing you in a box. You know, all day long on the fucking internet. Ain't worried. Stay there, motherfucker. They'll keep you there. You know? So, 0 complaints. You're right on how to become a national of a state. Yeah, online communities are no substitute. We stay outside. How do you become a national? You're already a national of a state. Gotta remember. Yeah, that car damn near hit that man. You're already a citizen of a state, you know? You're a state citizen, not a U.S. citizen. Big difference. You know, a lot of people don't know that. You know, and this is the thing, like, this is the shit we should have been teaching. Like, this helps people out in life. You know, not fucking counting goddamn fucking numbers out of this fucking sky and pulling shit out of your ass, you know? You should be learning fucking the system that we're in. You know, I've been learning it all along, but, you know, not too many. It doesn't get, you know, people don't really care about it. You know, it's weird. I don't understand. That was the first shit I did when I woke up. I went through all kinds of, I'm like, wait a minute. And it takes years and a lot of reading and learning and going through shit to understand the shit. Not only do you gotta actually learn it, but you actually gotta go through it and be like, oh, fuck, I see how I fucked myself. Or I see how I got in this situation. Shit. But if we knew that there was a difference between a state citizen and a U.S. citizen, we would never fucking call ourselves a U.S. citizen. You know, you got to ask yourself, how the fuck are you a U.S. citizen? Well, you were born in the U.S., so you're a U.S. citizen. What? That's like telling somebody from fucking Africa, you're an African. They don't even call themselves Africans, you know? Asians, they don't call themselves Asians. They's like, yo, I'm from here. Africans be like, yo, I'm from here. It's like Ethiopia, Egypt, right? They don't say I'm from, you know, they say I'm from Ethiopia in this village. You know, that's where I come from. So, United States is pretty goddamn big. Why the fuck are we saying we're a United States citizen? Well, you were born in the United States. End of story. Look at your birth certificate. It does not say you were born in the fucking United States anywhere on that bitch. You know, that's how easy the trickery is, you know? That's some occult knowledge right there. You know? I can go right now. All right, hold on. Let me show y'all. Okay. I go right now, and I was born in the state of Colorado, right? I go look at the birth certificate, you know? I look at the fucking, hold on, let me get the, I go look at the birth certificate, right? That motherfucker said place of birth, county of, I forgot what county I was born in, but I was born in Greeley, Colorado, all right? I forgot what county that is. But right at the top, it says State of Colorado, Certificate of Birth, right? Bureau of Vital Birth. I don't know what is Bureau. It's hard to read. Bureau of Vital Birth Certificates. It has a seal of the state of Colorado, you know, with the fucking Illuminati eye, the only fucking seal that has the what people think is a Illuminati Freemason eye. I mean, well, it is, but anyways, has the full name of the child. Boom. All right. Nowhere on this bitch does this shit say the United States of a fucking America. So how the fuck are we running around here talking about we're a state citizen, right? This is actually something that I'm going through right now. I'm like, fuck, I live in New York State, right? I ain't no fucking, you know, I'm not one of these. Plus I have tribal connections. So I need to get all my ducks in a row because something ain't right, you know? So, and so the birth certificate says certification of vital records, state of Colorado. That's where the fuck I was born, okay? So how the fuck am I a U.S. citizen when nothing I got says I'm a U.S. citizen? Even here in New York State, you know, if I have a New York State ID, I got a New York State ID. That don't mean I'm a New York State fucking citizen, right? I reside here, but I really ain't no New York State citizen. I've been here all my life, but that don't mean I'm a state citizen. Think about that. That's like somebody coming over to the United States, and they say, think about this shit now. They were born in fucking Turkey somewhere, right? Istanbul. Okay, they're over here, right? Istanbul, Turkey. They're over here. Somebody's like, yo, are you a U.S. citizen? Think about it. Now they've been over here all their life. I got a friend like this. He's got a New York State driver's license. What does he say? Yeah, I'm a U.S. citizen because he's a U.S. citizen federally, right? But he was born in fucking Turkey. Istanbul, Turkey, right? This shit, you gotta say, none of this shit logically even makes sense, right? So think about that. If they're a U.S. citizen and they were born in Istanbul, Turkey, right? You ask them, they say, yo, where were you born? Or where you from? They ain't gonna say, oh, I'm from New York State. They're gonna say, I'm from Turkey. But yet, you look at their ID, it says, well, fuck, you got a New York State driver's license. So that right there tell you that ain't your identification. What is it? Well, we already know what it is. It's a fucking privilege to drive in New York State, right? That you gotta obey the rules, of that contract. You signed up to be an employee to work and drive for the state. Simple and plain and simple, nothing more, nothing less, right? So then you got so think about yourself now, like, me. Say if I got a New York State driver's license, what the fuck? I ain't even born in this state. And then say you go through a border, are you a U.S. citizen? Yeah. So wait, now you're a U.S. citizen and you can move through northern and southern borders without a passport. Right now, the whole real ID has been pushed back, right? Because they didn't get their agenda yet, right? The United States didn't collapse. That real ID is for the collapse of the Union of the United States of America, right? That's a whole nother video, right? I've been did videos for years on that shit because the deadline had been passed, but they pushed it back because whatever agenda they're trying to do ain't here yet to break this bitch apart, all right? So the real ID ain't here. What the real ID is, well, you got real ID. They even put it in your face. Real ID is federally recognized, meaning boarding planes. Pretty soon you're going to have federal ID to board planes in the United States. Well, what the fuck? For domestic flight? Yeah. And to go in federal buildings, you're going to need federal real ID. If you got a state ID, man, they might allow it, right? But it says right on it, not for federal purposes. Whoa. What the fuck is going to happen? And I've made plenty of videos. What's going to happen in this nation that splits federal and state power? Something's going to fucking happen. But now we want to talk about other shit. Oh, this and all that. And, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, A, B, C, and X, Y, Z and shit. But anyways, right? So going back to yourself, how the fuck I can go through a border? Oh, you're a U.S. citizen. And I already tested these water when I came back. God damn, they gave me hell. They specifically told me, and I got it on video, and it's a live stream somewhere on one of these channels. They said, your birth certificate is your true identity over a passport. Whoa, ain't that a motherfucker? Never. I already knew it, but they solidified it because I came back, I ain't got no ID, no nothing. You went over to, yeah, I said, the Mexican Constitution states that it will not hinder you. You come as you are. Why would I bring anything? Well, you're coming back to the United States. Well, that's where I came from. I didn't think I needed all this coming back. And I told them specifically, right? I said, there's nothing you can do to deny me from coming in here. One, you're an agency that is just a security company on the border. And I said, there is no border. They had got supervised, all kind of shit. I did the shit, live streamed it. And all they did was had us do the little fucking, I couldn't deny this shit. I could have, but I'm not about to sit there and jam my whole family up at the time. So all you had to do is put your little fingerprint on the thing and give them your name and they walk you on through. And then when I did the Canadian border, all that shit came up. They stopped me again. But this time I was like, fuck that. We got to hurry up. I'm going to show them my ID. I showed them my ID. They still stopped me. They seen the shit from the other border. Came ask me all kind of fucking questions. When I went to that protest on the bridge in Canada, I'm like, I didn't even go to Canada. I'm like, what is this? I said, wait, we got to check back in the country when we didn't leave the country? Because we went on the bridge on the American side. They said we came back. I said, yeah, the country, the border is over there. I said, well, I didn't even go through that border. We never left. Well, you still have to go through the process. What? Man, get the fuck out of here. This one tells you what kind of what shit we're in. And again, U.S. citizen. There's a big difference. When you could actually look up state citizen, then you'd be like, wait a minute, what the fuck's a state citizen? Citizen of a state. That's where the true power of you comes in, because you're a state citizen, not a fucking U.S. citizen. Big U.S. citizens have civil rights, right? State citizens and citizens of states have constitutional rights, right? Have under common law, different ball game, because there's only a few jurisdictions. There's admiralty, maritime, criminal, civil, and common law. That's what we're operating. That's what we're under, right? That's what Freemasons, right? And the secrets of Freemasonry are under. They're under common law. That means common man. See, a lot of people don't understand this. They're like, oh, Freemason this, Freemason that, 33rd, 32, 33, all this other stupid shit. Dumb fucking shit. 322. Don't even know what the fuck 322 means, right? It's a lot of bullshit that we've been through over the years. And you know what that does? Keeps people away from knowing shit like this. They knew we were going to wake up. They knew, one, people were going to find out their true essence, meaning where they came from. So they put a lot of agents out here to keep you away from that. A lot of people got caught up in this some dumb shit, trying to get money out of it. They know motherfuckers like money. So, go on, you can get money out of an account. Oh, there's a secret account. Man, I never heard me talk about no stupid shit like that. That is retarded, because the first rule of this corporation, you know that there is no money. It only operates off debt, and that's it. There is no money at all, zero. Just because you believe it's money, don't mean it's money. This country does not operate in money. It operates in debt. It's a debt-based system, right? So again, back to the whole U.S. citizen shit, right? U.S. citizen, state citizen. You're a citizen of a state. So again, look at everything that you got. If the birth certificate, right, gets you the identification, but the ID does not have shit the birth certificate got on, something went wrong. Think about it. So how the fuck do I got a New York State ID when my birth certificate's from, because you live in the New York State? Don't matter where I live in. I'm from, and I was born on a landmass, and that landmass was the state of Colorado. And this is the shit I'm just trying out to see if it works, I'm trying out to see if it works. Got a copy of my New York State, state of Colorado birth certificate, and I'm going to see, look, I'm this under the laws of a state citizen. This is what it is, and I'm gonna get it on record. I'm gonna try to do everything I can to correct my status the right way. This shit, the motherfuckers ain't even doing online. I done been through any nook and cranny anybody's ever been through online. I done been there just to see what the fuck they're talking about, and then I do my own research. I'm like, this shit doesn't add up. This shit adds up over here. That shit adds, but this shit they talking don't add up. And that's what you got to do, This shit that I do on the side, that is actually very important for your life, because it could change your life, And then when you find out your roots from history, you're like, okay, I have roots to tribe. I got roots. Hold on, wait a minute. I got people that been here before these motherfuckers, When I found that, I went and told my family. They ain't give a fuck. One of them was a fucking Hebrew Israelite. He ain't even care. I'm like, wait a minute. You're still in the fucking land. Like, you're still down there. Oh, man, I hear what you're saying. I respect it, though. But, Yahweh, God guide me, I'm like, oh, what the I literally just told you where my uncle, which is your father, right, which your grandfather is tied to, and you just told me you a fucking Hebrew Israelite. Like, what is the fuck is wrong with this world, man? Literally. And then my grandmother, which would be his, I don't know what the fuck it is from that point. Then you realize, goddamn, my family big as fuck. I went and see I have other side, the black family, big as a bitch. No wonder why they hide it. Huge, black families are big, my family's huge. I'm like, damn. And then I started looking, they look like me. I'm like, wow, this is pretty crazy. But when I dropped this information to them, they just ain't nobody came forward and gave a fuck, They're like, yeah, we always knew we had, Choctaw and Chickasaw in our family. We already knew that. I'm like, wait, y'all knew that? And I'm telling y'all this shit. Like, what? Do you understand where the power lies? Like, wow, that's pretty fucking amazing to me. But hey, to each his own. It is what it is. I just thought that was wow. But anyways, it goes back to state citizens, right? The questions Angel Z asked. So, I mean, this information, just do some research. The difference between U.S. national, U.S. citizen, state citizen, U.S. citizen, all the shit will start coming up. It'll all just fit like a glove, So, yeah, man, when you find it, it's really interesting because there is a difference, and you can see the difference in anything you've done in your life. Like, damn, this shit don't say this. I mean, they say, what's your identity? They ask for identification and identity. Those are two different fucking words, right? Let me see your identification. They don't ask you, can I see your identity? Oh, now we got a different ball game, And that's the thing. Why the fuck am I born? Why the fuck does I have a state? Not even going into the tribal side of things. Staying in their realms, right? I was born in the state of Colorado. Wait, why the fuck do I got a New York State driver's license? I don't give a fuck if I live here or not. You guys are taking away a birthright of mine, which is self-identity. Like, where am I from? That don't show up anywhere. Sometimes they say, oh, where were you born? That's the thing. Like, when you get to the, they ask that shit because they just want to know, put a lien on your birth certificate. Like, say you get in some trouble, like, you get arrested or something. Oh, they say, oh, what city were you born? They say what city you were born. They go beyond that because they're attacking your birth certificate and your social security number, which they're putting lien on it. They're putting a lien on you. That's why when you get a charge, you're getting a lien put on your property and anything attached to it, and that's why attorneys, they'll never tell you this, but they got to fill out a form because when you get an attorney, they take possession of all that shit, unbeknownst to you. I mean, literally, lucky to me, I can buy those books for 50 cents. Go to the old used bookstore, and these books in there, all these lawyer books with forms are in there. And when you come across some of these forms, you're like, wait, what is this shit? This shit is the lawyer talking to the prosecutors, judge, the states, the counties, the towns, the villages. These is what they have to file. And I'm like, wait a minute. Clients, they have client, they have arrestee, they have client. Client's social security number, birth city, birth name, birth state, birth certificate number. I'm like, what in the fuck is all this? When you're researching, you're like, God damn, we're in a web of some bullshit. We are in cuts one. That's a whole nother story. That's why they say illegal aliens. Oh, the migrants, they changed that because people are figuring it out, And this is how they get the people coming in the border. Well, what happens is when they come over here, a corporation, a company, whether it's the government or these private military contracted companies or other investors who formed companies, what they do is they take possession of these illegals and they become an alien, which is a lien. So they have a lien on these people and they got to take care of them. That's why you'll see these weird stories. Oh, all these people, these are jokes. These are sick jokes. When these illegals showed up at Martha's Vineyard. Well, that's the address, the company that got the bag, right? Which is probably one of them, them playing games with each other, laughing in the background. Like, look, we just sent all these shits over to the Martha's Vineyards. Oh, we just sent all these people over here to this place in New York City. Ha, ha, ha. These people are sick, twisted. They fuck with each other. They set up LLC corporations, right? That say, look, I can house 100 illegals. Okay. They're going to get the bag. They get money, COVID relief money for that. Boom. They got the bag. All they got to do is show they have a facility or a place or an address. No one's going to verify it to get the bag. That's all they got to do to get the bag. Once they got the bag, now I'll give $10,000 to this courier company or this transport company, or I'll charter the motherfucking buses one way up there, right? And they'll drop them off and I'm done and I walk away clean and nobody can sue me and nobody will ever find the fuck out. That's what the fuck they're doing, guys. Okay? Not counting fucking, you ain't gonna find that shit counting fucking numbers and stupid shit like that. This is shit I know for a fact that they're doing. I done made videos about the shit, right? This is what the fuck they're doing. You know? You ain't gonna find it decoding a fucking news story with some bullshit ass numerology numbers. This is real shit that's going on. Right? That's why the shit is, that's why I say, I'm done with the whole truthing shit. It's not truthing. Right? It's actually furthering us away from each other, alienating us, dividing us, making us hate each other, and just further along their agenda, right? They want this shit, their Marxist, communist fucking ideology agenda, they want this bitch dismantled, destroyed, and taken apart. Well, if you believe in all this shit, you'll take it apart. See, me, I don't care if it gets destroyed. But my approach would be, you know what? Let's figure out what the fuck this is, and together we can make them do what this bitch is supposed to be done. And that's what they don't want. They don't want us to say, look, wait, y'all got us listed as U.S. citizens. How the fuck are we U.S. citizens? Y'all got all these different colored people listed as U.S. citizens to hide the fact that they have ties to certain lands that y'all fucking occupy, right? And that you guys stole. No, we want it back. Now you got 100 million people saying, no, we want our shit back. Guess what they got to do? They got to start folding, closing up shop, getting out of the way. That's what they don't want, so they don't give a fuck. Believe in all this other shit, tear this bitch down, then the people to figure it out. And this is one of the things that they are deeply afraid of, and they've said it before. If the Native Americans and the black people got together, the country don't exist no more. Because the Native Americans are under contract too, not to talk, or they'll lose federal funding. If them motherfuckers say, fuck that, man, we're tired of this shit. We're tired of oppressed, because they're oppressed too. You know, they're oppressed like a motherfucker, but that bag keeps them quiet. You know, not realizing they could do better without them. They didn't realize what they signed up for either, you know? So it's a wicked game, man. And this is the shit that they're hiding. So they would rather you, with your Marxist, communist ideologies, blow this bitch up, tear it down, let's go shoot it up. That's what they want. So they could just usher in another system. What the fuck you gonna do? You ain't got no military. You see what they're doing to these other nations? You ain't doing shit. So they'd rather have you fuck it up, you tear it down, you chant for the tear down, right? That's what they want. They want all that shit. You know? This is the true knowledge. They don't want you to realize, you know what? I'm not this person. Change my status. And you can go do it. And they ain't gonna give you no slack. Oh shit, they found out. They ain't fucking with you. Oh shit, they found out. And that's what they don't want. They know people were starting to use the system against the system. That's what cancels them out. And that's what they're afraid of. Because you can undo their bullshit with their own shit. That's how you win. Well, that's how the whole game of court even works. You trump them in their own shit. That's what the lawyers do. Look, you fucked up here. You got to dismiss the case. You fucked up here. You didn't follow proper procedure. Even though they'll put shit on top of shit. But under that shit, it's a clean slate somewhere. This is what they don't want you to know. You know? It's what they hide. So, yeah. So, Angel, it's very easy research. Just look up U.S. National, right? And they know people have been looking this up. So you know, don't ever look up the first thing. You got to go dive deep. Look up U.S. National, U.S. citizen, state citizen of the state. Because there's a reason why every state has a constitution. Because every state is actual country. And COVID showed you this shit, right? Showed you that the federal government had no power over the states. And that would mean the states have constitutions, all right? So who has more power, the state or the federal government? Well, the state does. The state just don't want to lose federal funding, and that's what a lot of the money funnels in from the federal government. So that a lot of states don't want to lose that funding, right? So they bow down and they just violate they just fuck people over completely, you know? But this is how it works. This is how the game works, guys. You know? So I said, people over there can count numbers all fucking day, but they don't even know the simplest aspects of their own being, you know? They just sit there and just count all fucking day and do this and think, they get all giddy. They get all giddy, think they're fucking highly awakened and better than everybody and shit like that, It's a waste of fucking time. And it's a complete and utter fucking joke. They talk down like they just discovered this shit. Oh, fuck, man. Discover some shit that I'm talking about with your everyday life. Decode that shit. There's an actual language called legalese that hides plain fucking sight. You think you reading over some shit, but it says some shit totally fucking different. Imagine that, I mean, seriously. It's unbelievable, man. One word got 100 different meanings, but in this word over here, man, got you trapped, got you locked. So, yeah. But it's things that I'm doing because I just want to see. And you try shit and it works sometimes. You're like, holy fuck, Because I'm like, man, I was born over here, right? I was born over here. I wasn't born here, And I want to see, and then I'm looking into case laws on that, and it's actually really a fucking alarming, how we've been misclassified, and then when I went back in my lineage, from my grandmother to my grandfather to my great-grandmother, which dates back pretty far because my grandmother lived to be 107. Thank God. She died in 2013, and that was a walking piece of history right there. And her mother wasn't ever a slave, right? She was a teacher. And I'm like, damn, this shit dates back pretty far into the fucking days where it was slaves and chains and whips. What the fuck was going on? And when you find out your grandmother and the grandmother of that grandmother, man, this shit, they fucking was working. School teacher. Like what? But they were labeled Negro, colored, What the fuck is that? What were they doing back then? Why are they labeled this? When they came from a tribe, right? Then they have non-whites. This shit goes deep, man. This is a deep ass fucking rabbit hole. But anyway, let me read the comments, man. Yeah, you ain't even got to talk about those people, man. But ladies in the chat became an American swiper. Wait, what? What's up? Share for YouTube. Oh, I was buffering, my bad. Yeah, Angel, but this is just pretty dope. Anything can be used as a driving tool. Go ahead, I got it. Go ahead. Go ahead, Angel. If I have a birth certificate from Jordan, also I was born here. Wait, what? What the freak? You have a birth certificate from Jordan also, but you were born here. Well, wherever you're born, that's where it's at. How you get a birth certificate from Jordan? They might be playing the same fucking game over there. It's a wicked game. This shit happens all across the world. Remember, it's a banking system. So just like in other countries, they did not have a birth certificate until a certain time. You go to like an Asian country like Taiwan, ain't no birth certificate over, I think, what is it, 1980 something? I'm not sure. Even in America, that shit there was no birth certificate on my grandmother. So, this is, you got to find out because they played a game. It's a monetary game, a birth certificate. Remember, a certificate is a negotiable instrument, So they played a game too. It's a wicked ass game. Hold on one second. Hold on, guys. It might cut off for a second. Let me know if I'm back. Give me a thumbs up. Well, okay, so that's how you get citizenship there with a birth certificate. So if they gave you, if you were born here, but they gave you a birth certificate in Jordan, they actually that's a tax. So they're getting money somewhere. That's the only reason they do that, to get money. You know, that's just it's a wicked game. You know, it's a wicked ass game. Somebody's getting money because, I mean, a birth certificate legal definition in general terms are for birth of a child, vital statistics, tax, military, and census purpose, which is all money. You know. But they're really significant, man. Because a birth certificate, this is the thing. If this, it's a proof of identity, citizenship status, and age. So think about that. If that is your proof of identity, why the fuck would you need anything else? Like this, don't need a fucking picture. All right, I'm gonna take a picture. This is me. I'll show you my picture that matches me, and this is my birth certificate. If you want to go farther, put your fingerprints, handprints on this bitch. Do it all. File that shit with the fucking county and say, that's who the fuck I am. That's my identity. Then create, I mean, how we have literally let a government tell us who the fuck we are. And then they say we're black, white, and all this other stupid shit. Like, what? That's why you have a right to self-identify. You know, anybody that thinks this is a joke, right? Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. And you could thank the Rainbow Club for this one. The self-identity shit. They just didn't, you know, they didn't think people were going to be smart with it, you know. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to get it for you. Hold on, I'm going to get it right now and pull it up in my notes. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. And it's under the United Nations, right? Right to self-identify, right? Hold on 1 second. And I don't like these terms. That's why, you know, you got to be real careful. But society first acknowledges a child's existence and identity through birth registration. The right to be recognized as a person, which I don't like that word, before the law is a critical step in ensuring lifelong protection and is a prerequisite for exercising all other rights, right? And, you know, the United States, they don't fucking abide by that shit, right? And, but you have a right to self-identify. And this has been Supreme Courts and all this other shit. Why you see all that? But what they did is they smothered it and smushed it with all this self-identity shit. And this is how they got a lot of the awakened beings. Like, this is how they got them. Like, the people that, you know, this energy is so all over the place that it's just everywhere. And these people just, you know, I want to identify as, you know, whatever magic they put out or energy to twist all this shit, because people realized, knew that there was going to be a time where people wanted to realize who and what they truly were. Well, what they did is they put a big bag of fucking, they was like, fuck it, we'll just confuse their genders. right? Zeros and ones. They would say, well, they're non-binary. Male, female, or non-binary. But what is non-binary? Zeros and ones, male and female. The fucking genetic code. Those are codes for male and female. Zeros and ones. What is non-binary? Well, what is binary code? 0 and 1. These motherfuckers playing a sick, twisted game. I'm non-binary. What the fuck? You're neither male nor female. How the fuck does that work? They got a right to self-identify, unfortunately. So that opens up the door for people like us. We got a right to self-identify. Well, this is what y'all saying I am, so let me be that. And there it is. You just gotta do it. They have to prove you're not that. No one can prove you're not who you say you are. This is why this shit is what we should have been doing, right? You know? And people are doing it, you know? I've done it, you know? You got a right to self-identify. But I'm like, you know what? I got a birth certificate from a whole nother state, but I'm here. I need to put this shit into action, right? They got to put this into action. I got to put this into action. Y'all can hear me, guys? Non-binary toaster. But anyways, no problem, Angel. And then you share law books such as law books, yeah. I mean, well, everybody should always get Black's Law dictionaries. I got a bunch of them. Best years are I got a 2nd edition, 3rd edition, 10th edition, 8th edition. Those are just gems. I mean, it's like amazing. Just go through there, just reading words. I mean, and the 3rd edition gives you actual case laws that you can go study the case law and see those words and actions and really understand them. So Black's Law dictionaries are a must. And then case law, you know, case law, reading case laws, you know. And then if you don't understand a word, read it. And I would go through small case laws and take each word. You'll realize the words don't mean the same. Just like in family court. Child does not mean you're a child. Child means endangered and mistreated. Endangered, mistreated. That's what the word child. When you see a child, that child is endangered and mistreated. When you see parent, when you see respondent or petitioner. Well, the respondent is responding to that he's been accused of maltreatment, harm, or it's not a good word. Respondent. Neither is defendant. Same shit. You're the perpetrator. Point blank, period. Right off the back, they put you on the paper as the perp. It's not, never think that it's you two are on there equally. Fuck no. You're the one that's got to respond to the allegations you're already accused of, so the finger's already pointing at you, right? So just simple little words don't mean the same, you know? It's fucking unbelievable, you know? Just like person's a corporation. So wait, you're running around this bitch as a person, right? You're running around there as like Angel Z. Meanwhile, you're in the same category as fucking Walmart. That's how they treat you, you know? So in other sense, act like a business and move like that business. If you're a business, move like it. You know, you got to think, move like it. And this is where everything starts to come into play. You got to move like a business, go down. You know, get your name DBA, like, okay, doing business as, you know. Shit, you might, form a corporation with that name and just never use it, you know, with your name. And now, you know, you can do copyrights, you can do all kind of shit. Now when they use your name, hey, you got authorization to do this? You know, we got to talk about the name first, you know, stuff like this. Then get into, you know, and the other stuff. Always stick to the task, you know. You don't argue facts. That's another thing. We order facts. So, but it's a lot of years and years of study, you know. It's a lot, but that's why, you know, they always push, you gotta hire an attorney, you know, because, you know, unfortunately that's how the game is rigged, that, you know, they don't want to listen to, you know, to get them to move, man, is It's tough. They ignore a lot of shit. They ignore the shit because they know what they're doing, you know. They'll ignore it, but you just got to keep applying pressure. You know, you got to keep putting the pressure on. And, you know, so, yeah, this is important shit to know. But, yeah, I've been on here for 90 minutes. I think I'm going to wrap it up. But I just wanted to come live. This would be the channel if I do come live for now because they all got suspensions. Some I can't even get into because I done forgot the damn password and all kind of shit. So they just got 3 of the channels I looked at. I couldn't even accept the strike to get in there, you know. I'm like, okay. But 2 of them I did. So my main channel's got a 2-week suspension. One suspension is going to come off. So when it comes back, it should have only 1 strike. What the fuck? But yeah, I can't talk about Mr. 19. Even though, since we're talking about legal stuff, Texas Attorney General has sued Pfizer, which is unbelievable. And then, yeah, I get, a video taken down and a lot of the stuff. I mean, go look at the Pfizer lawsuit. It's a slap in the face and it shows a lot of, a lot of nuggets in there, but it's a smack in the face and it's just a part of their game. It's a charade. If you guys see the Pfizer lawsuit, it is just smoke and mirrors. They're suing for, I didn't read through the whole thing, but the top said $1 million. I'm like, what? You're a part of that right there. All I had to read was that. I'm like, oh, this is just a part. This is the kickback. They done got millions. They're like, okay, we're gonna say we're suing for this much, and Pfizer's gonna go along with it and pay it out, shit. That's like throwing a penny in the fucking ocean for this company. So it's a smack in the face to make people think that, oh, people are doing something. It's shit show, smoke and mirrors, right? But it's a lot, 50 pages of jewels in there, right? With facts. They were like facts. They were like, look, what they're doing is social media, censoring, bullying, hiding shit, deceptive practice, a lot of shit. But it's part of the game, So read that, Sometimes reading these things gives you a great insight on a lot of stuff, So, but yeah, so back to what I was saying, man, like at the end of the day, I'm done with the whole truth and shit. It's sorry about that. No doubt. What's good, TVP? Yeah, because I had to... Y'all can hear me now? Just a YouTube app, so it's kind of goofy. But can y'all hear me now? Bed Silk tonight, you're welcome invited. True stuff won't be allowed. Nice streams about divine messages and talking to the men. You're always like, okay, I'll see what's up later on. I like staying far away from those fucking numerology people. I stay far the fuck away from them. I ran away from them when there's all that, the love and light shit, but they doing the same shit over there. I just, far away from that. It's a lot better, more, you feel like a whole weight lifted off you because that shit's like some dark, that's just like some just dark shit, talk about the same shit, death and this and that, everything, it's just, It's like, it's crazy, hopefully, I'm glad a lot of people has hauled ass from over there, which is great. That's good. More and more people will see it. The seed's been planted. So, whatever, I ain't got nothing. I don't want to, it's just, God, it's awful, Y'all do whatever y'all doing. Just if y'all keep up whatever y'all feel like y'all gotta do. I don't want to hear Kermit the Frog no more. It's just irritating. So, but it's a lot. It's better, man. It's like I said, truth in is just dead. It's It's dead. That's where we gotta bring it back, you know. We gotta bring it back to reality, you know. And we ain't no better than the next fucking person, you know. I'm no better than the fucking sleep sheep fucking uncaring masses, you know. Because they could do shit better than me than I can, you know. And, you know. But always teach, always drop the truth, but got to do it in a more loving way. If people don't want to receive, just keep it moving, you know. Just got to put the energy out there. You know, that's what I do. I do that shit every day. You know, people that don't want to hear, they walk away, or people that want to hear, they tune. Man, that stuff, man, you said some interesting stuff, you know. And if people got I say, hey, man, you know, you can believe what you want to, but you know, it's right in front of you. You just got to know what card to pull out at the right time, you know. You ain't gonna go to fucking. You're not gonna go to the fucking ATM with a fucking Best Buy card, right? You're not gonna go to Best Buy with a fucking Home Depot card, right? You're not gonna go in and just because your ID is the shape of a fucking credit card, you're not gonna slide it in a fucking ATM machine or some shit. You know, you got to know which card to pull out, you know, to talk to people. If you don't know that, you got to go back and work on yourself, you know. You got to go back and work on yourself. It's like, what am I doing wrong? Why do I get so angry at everybody? You know, why am I mad at this person, that person? What did they do? What did they actually do to me? Because they don't believe in what I believe in, I'm going to be angry with them. I don't really got to talk to them, but I'm not going to be mad at them. You know, I'm not saying, you know, you go talk to, you know, the people that fucked you or do all. No, I'm not talking about that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know, we got to come back to reality. You know? Person holds the door for you. Thank you. Hey, you know, how's your day going? Oh, it's going great, you know. Or you hear somebody, you know, conversation, they talk about something. You know, enlighten them a little bit, you know. So it doesn't take, you know, being negative and ignorant and, you know, that's not manly. You know, it's not manly. Logic, reasoning, calmility, being calm, and being what's that word? Being, I don't know the word I want to use for it, but that's being manly, you know. But anyways, shout out to all you guys. And you know, about to get off here. Yeah, exactly. Do better. You know, we got to do better. You know, we got to spread out the frequency. You know. So people are coming along, but you know, it's not, you know, and then there's another awakening that's not real. You know, it's a joke awakening happening right now at the same time. And the people that just see shit and they feel like they're awake because they never seen it before. But, you know, no, that's not awake. Awake is changing your life, you know. And that's what we got to do. We got to say, hey, you know, it's cool, you know, but what I learned in life is this and that, and, you know. And like I said, the internet is, people that tell me they don't watch the TV and they only tune in, they don't watch the TV and the news and all that shit and this and that, and you know, they're on the internet. Man, that's worse. The internet is worse. You know, I've met people that are like, yo, all I listen to is, you know, the guy that y'all talking about. I'm like, holy shit, life must be rough in your neck of the woods. All you listen to is that guy. Whoa, I've heard that before multiple times. And I'm like, man. But yeah, man. So all the new people, I don't even know if the new people made it to this channel, but all the new people, man, y'all just, yeah, you guys are better, man, you know. You're better off now, you know. Shout out to y'all sending me messages and shit. Y'all could see the light, you know. So, yep. You know, so that's about it, man. I gotta go. Peace and love, everybody. And catch me on this channel.